Good morning, everyone. We begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kanzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Tsumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no. Odo no ahagi harani. Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete. Kikoshi meseto kashi komi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hai mase. Kam nagara tamachi hai mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. Your name is Sama, bless you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters. This morning, we have this teaching from Meishu-sama, Kyoto Heian Kyo is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 28. With the clear water of Hirosawa Pond reflecting the green hills behind, the Sagano Plain is peaceful and quiet. The age of night is coming to an end. The long-awaited daylight age is about to be born. The ancient civilization of Japan of the Heian period was born and then prospered in the regions surrounding our Kyoto gardens. Of our three sacred grounds in Japan, Hakone amid the high mountains represents the spirit of fire, Atami by the sea, the spirit of water, and Kyoto in the plains, the spirit of earth. The spirit of earth means the functions and activities in this physical world. The progress of our Johrei work so far has been mainly the development in the spiritual realm, which is invisible. But from now on, the development of our work in this physical world will become more apparent. So as the construction of our Kyoto sacred grounds advances from this point forward, the development of our Johrei work will become more visible. In Japanese numerology, Hakone represents the number 5, Atami represents the number 6, and Kyoto the number 7. As the Kyoto sacred grounds construction becomes more materialized, the element of 7 expands. Thus, the three elements of 5, 6, and 7 will become more balanced, will combine, and function better. By this, our spiritual work of Johrei will become stronger, and our work will become easier, and will go more smoothly. This morning I have this faith experience of Lucas de Albuquerque Arenas. He's from Praia Grande, Johrei Center, Brazil. Lucas is 20 years old and started attending our church in April 2019 at the invitation of his girlfriend, who is a member as well as her family. He was going through a difficult time. He had been fired from his job and was struggling financially. Lucas had just turned 18 and was charging him a lot for not working. It was a burden on his shoulders. He was very sad and his mood was one of whining and feeling discouraged. He received Johrei daily and participated in youth activities, cleaning dedications, and weekly studies of Meishu-sama's teachings. After a month of going to church, his girlfriend suggested that he talks to the youth leader and shares everything that happened with him. The youth leader explained to him about spiritual clouds, the law of cause and effect, and the importance of being grateful for what was occurring in his life. Everything seemed to make sense to him after the explanations given. He continued receiving Johrei, giving service, and reading Meishu-sama's teachings. He noticed that his negative feelings began to gradually diminish. He was no longer so sad and pessimistic and tried to thank God for what was happening with him. Then, in October 2019, he unexpectedly received a call from an acquaintance for a job interview. The selection process was quick and he was hired, starting work immediately. That day, he had confirmation that he was on the right path and that he had a mission to accomplish. He wanted to join our faith to help others find the path of happiness, and as he was blessed to receive the sacred focal point of Hikari in December of 2019. Today, he's already in another job and with a stabilized financial situation. Lucas is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the permission to be part of the divine work, to his ancestors for trusting him, and for his girlfriend, who led him to the path of salvation. And still another faith experience. This one is from Maria Carla Gomes de Oliveira. She's from Bauru, Brazil. Maria Carla is 12 years old. She was raised in a Johrei home and has always enjoyed giving service. In mid 2020, for no apparent reason, she started to experience bouts of anxiety and fear. She couldn't sleep and cried a lot. In August, she asked her mother to take her to the Johrei Center. She talked to her minister and shared everything she felt. Following his guidance, she dedicated to cleaning and serving on Wednesdays, all day at the church, which was limited in how many people could be present due to the pandemic. She felt a tremendous joy to wear for the first time a uniform prepared for those were serving. She considers this a very special dedication. She also started to give service with some young people in the garden of the home of a pioneer member, and in the making and participating in the distribution of small flower arrangements. At the same time, she received an average of 2 hours of Johrei at home every day. In approximately 2 months, she began noticing changes in herself. She was no longer afraid, her anxiety went away, and she felt better day after day. These days, she doesn't show any signs of anxiety or fear. Wednesday is the best day of the week for her, as she dedicates together with her Johrei friends while offering to serve God and Meishu-sama with immense gratitude and affection. Maria Clara learned that through dedications, we generate light to eliminate our spiritual clouds and gain strength to overcome purifications. She's thankful to God and Meishu-sama for always taking care of her and for permitting her of being part of the divine work. Thank you very much for attending these services, for listening to these faith experiences, and for praying for all those victims of the recent tornadoes in Kentucky and surrounding areas. You keep praying for the protection of everyone, for the elevation of those who perished through this disaster. Thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead of all of us. Thank you very much.